Hello, and again, welcome to Bit Depth. I'm Santiago Ramones. I have an album called Hypothetical. On each episode, you will hear me break down every element in the next track on the album until I've run out of tracks. Late is the 9th track on Hypothetical. It was written and produced by me, and it was mixed by Max Siegel and mastered by Kevin Lively. This song is an apology in a variety of ways. I'm really proud of it as a songwriter. It started out as a very hypothetical story. Complete narrative fiction with emotional truth. That emotional truth has become more true over the almost decade since I wrote it. I consider it to be the emotional heart of the album. Replacement was the emotional turning point of the album. We're starting to dive into more grave feelings. Right Now is about anger, but there's a playfulness surrounding the song that prevents that anger from fully being taken seriously. Late finally breaks that barrier. It's a song about loss and guilt, and it doesn't shy away from it. Late came to me in September of 2016. I was driving to ACM at UCO, which is in downtown Oklahoma City, where I was going to school at the time. I was listening to Song Exploder, which is the very podcast that I'm stealing the vibes from at this moment. Based on the date my note for Late was created, it was probably episode 83 of Song Exploder, and it was Mitski talking about the song Your Best American Girl. I won't be playing any of the audio of that song since I don't want this podcast to get flagged for any reasons. I did go back and listen to that episode of Song Exploder while writing the script for this, and I'm astounded at how much of the energy I incorporated from that song. I don't even listen to Mitski. Maybe I should. But clearly that song affected Late. Anyways, I remember getting an idea for a song and having to pause the podcast to let the song come out of me. I don't remember what came first. Maybe I was running late to class.
Every light I got to turn red.
But this story came to me so vividly. Someone trying to get somewhere, but different problems arising and causing delays. As though the universe itself was keeping this person from getting there in time. I parked my car and started hearing a melody come to me. I had headphones in silence as I walked from the ballpark, which is where we parked for ACM, to ACM. I distinctly remember humming to myself while going down the Riverwalk. In fact, I think this here voice memo is what I recorded while going down the Riverwalk. It's as though the song came to me all at once, and I had to get it all down while I had it. A lot of songs are crafted, honed into existence through lots of shaping and trimming and sometimes brute force. Late came out exactly how it wanted to be, for the most part. All I had to do was chisel away at the marble that wasn't the statue. The proof of this is in how the riff came out. Depending on how you want to look at it, the riff is either a 6/4 bar with a 4/4 bar, or a couple of 4/4 bars with the 2/4 bar in the middle. It's syncopated, and the chords are just an ascending C major scale. Putting it simply, it's kind of weird, but that's what the song wanted. The other weird thing it wanted was an incomplete song structure. Instead of the chorus coming back after the bridge ends the song, making it a coda instead of a bridge. This song was also in that studio recording for Final Project. I actually have a lot of these voice memos from the creation of the song, and so here's a bit of those leading into that first scratch track.
As if it wasn't enough to hardly talk. Arriving late, a universe delay. There's nothing I can do. Every line I got to turn red. Every door I pulled out was lost.
And then the final product from that class.
If I got a chance to know you at all, arriving late, a universe delay.
Some notable differences. The riff doesn't have a vocal melody, and the rest of the song doesn't have harmonies. Those additions came later when I was asked to record the song a different time for a music production group at ACM. And then even more when I could produce and add layers to my heart's content. But thank you, Stephanie Peñate, for giving me the opportunity to record the song a different time and try that vocal thing. I couldn't find the audio for that recording, so that's why you're not hearing that right now. The old recording had Trevor Lindley on drums, who is also present on the final versions of Koi, Right Now, and Trauma. His drums aren't present on the final version of Late, though. The more I lived with the song, the more specific things I wanted from the drums. One, because I'm really proud of the song and I want to honor it. But two, because I eventually learned to play drums and got just good enough at drums nearing the album's completion that I decided to demand that specificity from myself. It's easier to tell myself to do something exactly instead of telling another drummer to change tiny things take by take. I can't stand to go too high on the James Brown rehearsal spectrum with other people, but I can go full James Brown with myself. So the final drum part was played by me. With this song soon to be a decade old, having been played by different drummers live for all that time, I got to synthesize the way I wanted the drum part to sound under my own hands, with all of the emphasis and movement that I was capable of doing at the time. I played the bass on Late, as with most of the songs on the album. Nothing particularly remarkable about the bass part except for the implied dominant chord in the riff. The song was written for rhythm guitar. It started as a melody in my head, so I had to figure out the chords. There was no need to overcomplicate though, just a major scale. The distorted guitar may have been subconsciously inspired by that Mitski song, even though I didn't know that until I dug back into the foundations of the song. More than that though, I think it's inspired by the quiet to loud thing that Nirvana and Radiohead stole from Pixies. Now getting into the piano part, we get into more of the producer brain rather than the rock band brain. I added some extensions to add more color. The piano you hear here is MIDI. Along with the MIDI piano, I added a pad to go with it because I love pads. We've been over this. Because I wanted the riff melody to be up front and in your face, I did this thing I called meloditar. I played individual notes of the melody, one by one, then added layers, building chords and making this orchestra of guitar.
I tried my best to make it to you, up to you.
I think I subconsciously also stole a lyrical thing from Mitski. In the chorus of Your Best American Girl, she says, I do, I think I do. That might have been what inspired those first lines of Late.
There's nothing I could do. Every light I got to turn red.
This song really gets to shine vocally. I threw a lot of layers at it. I wanted to fill in the empty spaces in the verses too, which is why we get these echoes. All of this voice happening adds so much to that human energy. Bailey Gilbert of Bailey Boy was a voice I really enjoyed drawing upon for this song. Not only did we vibe really well when she was on Bit Depth, but she also has a great dynamic voice. This might sound weird to say, but she's the kind of person that this song is about. So I'm glad her voice gets to be on it. These swells actually came from the ACM recordings, both from myself and Alexa LaCroix creating guitar feedback with different amps. These swells drive into the big sections of the song. They also bookend the song. It's the first and the last thing that you hear. Finally, we can't forget about Monomate, our password to Hypothetical. Have you ever had an acquaintance that you've wanted to get to know better, but haven't had the opportunity to do so? This could be a classmate, family member, coworker, or mutual friend that you know that you would definitely resonate with. Did something happen that kept you from strengthening that friendship? Maybe they moved away, or worse. This is a song about the guilt of that incomplete friendship. This person could have changed the course of your life if you hadn't realized that too late. Here's Late in its entirety.
To stay away, up away. The flight was canceled There's nothing I could do. Every light I got to turn red. I'm sorry I was late. So slow to far away. We had fallen out of touch and wandering on the phone was all it took to say.
Thank you for listening to Bit Depth. You can listen to Hypothetical wherever you stream music, or, preferably, you can buy Hypothetical on Bandcamp. I also have made-to-order merch on my website. Direct financial support will always be better than what streaming can provide. You can also use your voice to tell others that you like what I'm doing. That doesn't cost money. My website is the place where you can find all things BitDef and all things Hypothetical. So please go to santiagoramones.com to get the full experience. Link is in the description. Love never fails. It's going to be okay. I might be wrong.